Everyone dreams of financial freedom, but most people don't even realize there's a map to get there. A predictable journey that every wealthy person walks through, whether they start broke or comfortable. The problem is, most people get stuck in stage 1 and never move past it. In this video, you'll discover the 3 stages of financial freedom, how to identify where you are right now, and exactly what to do to move to the next level. Because once you understand this framework, you'll stop chasing random tips and start building real, lasting wealth, step by step. Imagine standing at the base of a mountain, the mountain of freedom. Down here, the air is noisy. People rush with bags of debt, chasing comfort, climbing a few steps before sliding back down. They all look up at the peak, that quiet place where money works for you, but few ever reach it. Then you meet 2 climbers. Daniel, who's been climbing for years, works hard, earns well, but never gets ahead. Every extra dollar slips away into gadgets and short-lived pleasures. Then there's Maya, calm, deliberate. She studies the path, plans her moves, and builds her tools. Savings, investments, multiple income streams. Months later, Daniel is still at the bottom, tired and frustrated, while Maya climbs higher with quiet confidence. That's the truth about wealth. It's not about speed, it's about direction. To reach financial freedom, you must climb through 3 stages: survival, stability, and independence. Each requires new habits, new patience, and a new mindset. And before we continue, if you're new here, welcome to Trip to Wealth. Subscribe now, because this journey is just getting started. The first stage of financial freedom is survival mode. This is where most people live, paycheck to paycheck, constantly working to stay afloat. It's not about luxury here, it's about stability. In this stage, your goal isn't to become rich, it's to create consistent income and build your first foundation of control. Everything starts with income generation. You can't save what you don't earn. But here's the key. Relying on one source of income is the financial version of walking a tightrope with no safety net. One slip, a job loss, illness, or market downturn, and everything collapses. That's why the most important step in stage 1 is building multiple income streams. Active income, your job or service, pays the bills. But the real shift happens when you add secondary sources, freelancing, digital projects, part-time business, or even rental and dividend income. Think of each one as a rope securing you to the mountain. The more you build, the less likely you'll fall. This stage is about developing skills that the market rewards. Focus on learning things that compound: sales, digital communication, or financial literacy. Use your early income to stabilize, not to impress. The goal isn't to look rich, it's to become resilient. Once you can consistently cover your expenses, avoid debt, and save a small percentage each month, you're ready to move up the mountain. Let's move on to the next stage. Stage 2 is where control turns into confidence. You're no longer chasing survival, now you're managing your money strategically. This is the stability stage. And here, the focus shifts from earning more to keeping more. Many people increase their income but never escape financial stress because lifestyle inflation quietly eats it all. The new car, the upgraded phone, the expensive habits, they drain the very progress you're making. Stage 2 is about reversing that. In this phase, you learn to think like a producer, not a consumer. Producers ask, how can I make this dollar work for me? While consumers ask, what can I buy with it? That one mindset difference changes everything. The first tool you build here is your emergency fund. It's not exciting, but it's freedom disguised as discipline. 3 to 6 months of expenses in a separate account protects you from life's surprises, job loss, car trouble, or health bills. It keeps your climb steady, even when the weather turns. Then, start automating your savings. Treat saving like a bill, non-negotiable. Every dollar you automate is one less decision to make, one less temptation to fight. Once your emergency fund is ready, Direct your focus toward optimization, increasing your income per hour, negotiating raises, or creating scalable projects. Stability doesn't mean you're rich, it means you're unshakable. Now let's get into the next level, where your money starts to work for you. Financial independence begins when your assets earn more than your effort. This is the third stage, where you stop working for money and start making money work for you. But here's the truth. Before you can invest, you must first clear the weight slowing you down: debt. High-interest debt is the anchor holding millions from moving forward. Once you cut that anchor, your cash flow transforms. Now the goal is strategic investing, not gambling, not chasing trends, but building a system that compounds quietly in the background. Start by dividing your investments into two layers: safety and growth. The safety layer includes your long-term assets, index funds, retirement accounts, real estate, the things you'll hold for years. The growth layer involves calculated risk, stocks, startups, or digital assets, where your money can multiply faster. Consistency beats brilliance. It's not about perfect timing, it's about time in the market. Compound growth doesn't reward impatience, it rewards endurance. When your investments start generating cash flow that can cover your living expenses, you reach the true definition of independence. You have options. You can choose projects for passion, not pressure. Before we move on, let me share something special we're building for you. It's called the Trip to Wealth Command Center, a simple but powerful Google Sheet system that puts your entire financial life in one place. It tracks your income, cash flow, spending, and net worth, but it's more than a tracker. It's a strategy hub. You'll see exactly where your money is going, how it's growing, and how both streams fuel your compounding engine over time. It's still under construction, but you can already join the early access waitlist today. Getting in early means you're supporting the launch, plus you'll lock in an exclusive discount. The link is right below. Don't miss your chance to be part of the very first group to get access. Now let's dive into the mindset that separates those who reach the summit from those who stop halfway. Money follows mindset before it follows math. The difference between the financially free and the financially stuck isn't intelligence, it's perspective. In stage 3, the biggest transformation isn't in your bank account, it's in your identity. You stop asking, "How much can I earn?" and start asking, "How much can I grow?" Because wealth isn't an outcome, it's a reflection of your habits and patience. Think long-term. Every decision you make today either compounds your growth or compounds your regret. The people who succeed financially aren't necessarily the smartest. They're the most consistent. They automate what works and repeat it for years. To reinforce this mindset, track your progress using the 90-day rule. Every 3 months, review your net worth, assets minus liabilities. You'll start noticing patterns, the habits that move you forward and the ones that pull you back. Progress tracked is progress multiplied. Celebrate small wins. Paid off a credit card? Great. Added $500 to your emergency fund? That's momentum. Each small victory rewires your brain to stay consistent, and that's how real wealth compounds. Let's move on and look at how real-world investors put this into action and what their results can teach you. Let's look at 2 examples that reveal the truth about long-term investing. One investor starts early, adds small amounts regularly, and never stops. The other waits for the right time, tries to time the market, and gives up after the first loss. 10 years later, the difference isn't small, it's life-changing. Warren Buffett began investing in his teens. By his 30s, he wasn't a billionaire, but he understood compounding. Decades later, that discipline made him one of the wealthiest people alive. His secret wasn't hidden knowledge, it was consistency. On the other hand, many modern investors chase quick returns and get frustrated when results take time. They switch strategies constantly, never letting compounding do its job. The takeaway? Start now. Stay consistent. Even if you begin with $100, what matters is your behavior, not your balance. Another great example is Jim Simons, a man who combined math, data, and patience to revolutionize investing. Two different paths, same principle: discipline over drama. So ask yourself, are you investing like a gambler or like a builder? Builders think decades ahead. Gamblers think weekends ahead. And here's the truth. The earlier you start building, the sooner you'll experience freedom that feels effortless. By the way, if you're enjoying the video so far and want more topics like this, comment the word "more" so I know. Now let's explore how to stay consistent, because without it, even the best plan fades. Financial freedom is less about big decisions and more about small ones repeated daily. Consistency is your hidden advantage. That's where the 90-day rule comes in. Every quarter, take a personal financial snapshot: income, expenses, savings, investments, and debt. Track your net worth growth over time. This process transforms vague goals into visible progress. Think of it like fitness. You wouldn't expect abs after one workout. You expect them after months of disciplined reps. Money works the same way. Each month of discipline adds invisible muscle to your financial life. Keep educating yourself. Watch financial videos, read investment basics, study cash flow. Every bit of new knowledge compounds your future results. Also, build celebration checkpoints. Whenever you hit a new milestone, like saving your first $5,000 or paying off a loan, acknowledge it. Small wins strengthen your belief system, which fuels the next stage of growth. Remember, you're not competing with others. You're competing with your past self. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. With that mindset, let's close with a recap to tie everything together before we wrap up. Let's summarize the journey. Stage 1 is survival. Learn to earn, stabilize your income, and escape financial chaos. Stage 2 is stability. Save consistently, build an emergency fund, and control your expenses. Stage 3 is independence. Invest wisely, track your growth, and let time and discipline do the heavy lifting. Every person watching this is on that mountain somewhere. Maybe you're just starting out. Maybe you're in the middle. The point isn't how far you've climbed, it's that you keep climbing. Here's your roadmap. Step 1. Calculate your monthly expenses and build a safety net. Step 2. Automate savings and start learning about investing. Step 3. Create multiple streams of income, even small ones. Step 4. Review your progress every 90 days. The key? Start small, but never stop. Because financial freedom doesn't come from luck, it comes from consistency over time. And if you found value today, I highly recommend watching my next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Also, feel free to leave your comment below. I appreciate your support. Until next time, stay consistent, stay patient, and stay winning. See you in the next one, Money Magician.